This is live from New Delhi. You're watching special broadcast on DD India, India's voice to the world. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj and wishing all our viewers a very happy Republic Day. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. India celebrates 76th Republic Day with a grand show at Kartavya Path. Nation witnesses with awe as marching contingents and cultural performances captivate thousands. India's tri-services firepower at full display at Republic Day Parade. State-of-the-art missile systems, blue water capabilities and aerial might captivate thousands. Women power makes its mark once again on Republic Day. Women officers lead from the front in many contingents. Band columns also ride the daredevil bikes. Visual treat at Kartavya Path as colorful tableaus from states and government departments showcase India's diverse strengths and its constantly evolving cultural inclusiveness. A cultural extravaganza like never unfolds. 300 artists herald parade with musical instruments from across the nation. 5,000 artists perform 45 dance forms. India celebrated its 76th Republic Day with the iconic parade at Kartavya Path, leading the celebrations. President Draupadi Murmu led the nation in celebrating the day with special focus on 75 years of enactment of Constitution and Jan Bhagidari or people's participation. This year, the celebrations is a unique blend of India's rich cultural diversity, unity, equality, development and military prowess. The parade began with President Draupadi Murmu taking the salute. The parade, heralded by 300 cultural artists playing Sare Jahan Se Achha with musical instruments from different parts of the country.
You see behind our gallantry.
President of the Republic of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, witnessed the parade as the chief guest. Kartavya Path witnessed to a march passed by the marching contingent of Indonesian National Armed Forces and military band of Indonesia's military academy. The marching contingent consisted of 152 members with 190 members in the military band.
What a visual treat. Proud moment for our chief guest too as the band goes past.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended his greetings, sharing on X. He wrote, and I quote, "Today we celebrate 75 glorious years of being a republic. We bow to all the great women and men who made our constitution and ensured that our journey is rooted in democracy, dignity and unity. May this occasion strengthen our efforts towards preserving the ideals of our constitution and working towards a stronger and prosperous India." Unquote. Several world leaders also extended their greetings to India on its 76th Republic Day. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio congratulated India on its 76th Republic Day, recognizing its significance as the foundation of the world's largest democracy. He highlighted the growing US-India partnership as a key relationship of the 21st century and expressed optimism about deepening cooperation. Israel's ambassador to India, extended his wishes on Republic Day. He posted a video on microblogging platform X and congratulated India on establishing itself on the world stage as an independent and proud nation. The President of Singapore and Prime Minister wrote to the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, respectively, to convey their congratulations on the occasion of India's 76th Republic Day. The British monarch, King Charles III, extended his greetings on India's Republic Day. In a message, he said that he greatly values the strong ties and special friendship that the two countries share. The 76th Republic Day of India was celebrated by Indian embassies across the globe with great enthusiasm on Sunday. Let us give you a few glimpses of these celebrations. Embassy of India in the USA hosted a reception to celebrate the 76th Republic Day of India with friends of India and prominent members of the Indian community. The event celebrated the spirit of Indian Constitution and showcased elements of Indian culture and cuisine. The Indian Embassy in Beijing also celebrated the 76th Republic Day of India. The Ambassador of India to China, Pradeep Rawat, unfurled the tricolour at the embassy to mark the occasion. He also read Honourable President's Republic Day message to embassy officials and members of Indian community who attended the ceremony. The event also witnessed vibrant cultural performances. The Indian community in the UAE came together on Sunday morning to celebrate the 76th Republic Day of India with spirited ceremonies at the Indian Embassy in Abu Dhabi and the consulate in Dubai. Indian Ambassador to the UAE, Sanjay Sudhir, unfurled the tricolour at the embassy, while Consul General Satish Kumar Sevan hoisted the national flag at the consulate. The Indian Embassy in South Korea organized the flag hoisting ceremony to mark the celebration of 76th Republic Day of India at its premises on Sunday, with enthusiastic participation from the members of the Indian community. The vibrant cultural segment of the celebrations included dance performances by children from the diaspora on patriotic songs. Members of Indian community in Bangladesh's capital Dhaka took part in large numbers in celebrations at the Chancery building. Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Pranay Verma, unfurled the national flag. He welcomed the Indian community members attending the event. On the eve of 76th Republic Day of India, a traditional folk dance Bhangra event was organized. Dignitaries from South African government, members of diplomatic corps and the Indian community attending the event were enthralled by stunning performances on the occasion. High Commission of India in Colombo and other diplomatic offices in Sri Lanka also celebrated the 76th Republic Day of India. The acting High Commissioner, Dr. Satyanjal Pandey, laid a wreath at IPKF Memorial in Colombo. Cultural programs on the patriotic theme were also presented on the occasion. All right, and Republic Day celebrations all across the world. To discuss more on this, we have Ambassador Pinak Ranjan Chakravarti, former Secretary MEA, joining us on the broadcast. Sir, a very warm welcome to the broadcast first of all. Republic Day is a momentous occasion, that celebrates the values of democracy and nationhood. What does Republic Day mean to you personally, and how do you think it is, how do you think it resonates globally?
Well, my earliest memories, even as a child, was to attend the Republic Day in my school or in my
we all have
office.
Yeah, we all have, sir.
So we all have that. So
Yeah,
it is embedded in our consciousness, at least to the generation that grew up after 1950, when the Republic, when we became a republic by adopting our famous constitution. I think the constitution that we adopted on Republic Day is really the, what shall we say, the guiding beacon of our democracy.
True, true.
And the way we practice politics and the way our country is structured in terms of different states and the central government, etc., how powers are distributed, how the various schedules of the constitution lay out certain framework, then of various things. Then there are the issue of reservation. There's so many things in the constitution that we have to be grateful for, because it lays the framework, and within that matrix the country functions. And of course there have been amendments that have been required from time to time, and but that is necessary. I think it happens everywhere. The Indian constitution really is a distillation of all other major constitutions that exist in the democratic world. And it was drawn, we have drawn many sort of guiding principles from other constitutions. And that is why it is today regarded as one of the finest. And the fact that that we have managed to, practice democracy and everything that is laid down in the constitution. And one doesn't have to look very far into some of our neighbors who have faltered, and their democracy is really skin deep, and
Correct.
One can see it happening across the world sometimes. When regime changes take place, or where the army controls things from behind the scenes. So that way we are very, very lucky in
Correct.
the sense that we have survived as a democracy, as a true democracy. And I think it is now so embedded in our consciousness that we can't think of any other way of running our country. And given of course, as we see on Republic Day, the enormous variety and diversity that belongs to our country.
Definitely, sir. You're absolutely right. Sir, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said that it's a matter of great pride and honor that the President of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, is here as a chief guest. How does the presence of Indonesia's President as the chief guest for both India's first Republic Day and its 76th Republic Day celebrations reflect the enduring strength and significance of the relationship between the two nations?
Well, every Republic Day, when we invite a very important foreign dignitary, either a head of government or a head of state, it is very carefully planned, and depending on the time and the era and where we want to push our relationship, it is part of the foreign policy thinking and policy making that such selections are made. And this time, Indonesia is a very important country. It's
Correct.
one of it's the largest Muslim country in the world. It is our neighbor. We may think it is not, but it is our neighbor. I mean, after all, the Andaman Islands are very close to the major Indonesian island.
And also, sir, the trade between both the countries has got a fillip. If you compare in the past few years.
I was coming to that.
Please,
yes,
sir, please.
Of course, Indonesia is a major trading partner, and I think our trade is almost about 30 billion. We are large. There are large populations, and hence it is natural that there will be trade, because there are demands from both sides, from consumers and from the market, to access things from India, and we access things from Indonesia. Apart from that, both are in the Indo-Pacific, and that is another factor that has to be brought into when we think of Indonesia through the strategic prism, because Indo-Pacific is becoming important, and Indonesia is the largest country in the ASEAN organization. And then of course the strategic considerations these countries have, and India also has, regarding China. And so these are many factors. But I must also add that Indonesia is satisfied looking towards India for, I think, defense-related cooperation. And some agreements have been signed on that. So these are some of the areas where we are cooperating. And I think this is going to grow from strength to strength.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. Definitely. Very quickly, sir, in your view, how does the celebration of Republic Day in India reflect the country's growth and its role on the world stage?
Well, apart from the fact that it displays our diversity and of course our culture, it also displays some of the military aspects of our preparation and strength, etc. The discipline of our soldiers and men and officers. So these are some of the factors that are noticed by everybody, and we of course see it every year. So we may not be so. We are used to seeing all this.
Yeah.
But I think anybody else in the world who sees this it does create an impression of a nation which is prepared, which is going forward, and which is well, they all know India is one of the largest countries and is the largest country in the world in terms of population. Fifth largest economy, soon to be maybe the third. So these are the factors that impinge on the public consciousness all over the world.
Correct. Sir, it was a wonderful conversation with you. Thank you for joining in on the broadcast, and a very happy Republic Day to you, sir.
And same to you and to all your viewers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. On the occasion of India's 76th Republic Day, DD India's Sakal Bhatt had an exclusive interaction with spiritual leader and founder of Art of Living Foundation, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Let's take a listen.
Gurudev, to begin with, we would like to know your thoughts on Indian Republic at 75, the journey that we have covered so far. We've moved on from strength to strength, the 1950 beginnings to 2025. So what does Republic 2025, Republic Day of India 2025 symbolize and represent to you?
You know, we are moving into the Amrit Kal, the last parts of the century, where India has showcased its vibrancy as a democracy. This is the largest democracy and also the oldest. I would say democracy has been in the genes of this country from centuries. Though there were kings here and there, but they all also followed the system which our ancient traditions have always, espoused. Now, with this beautiful celebration, it has really rekindled the strength and a vision for future in the youths of our country.
Share with us the world perspective on Bharat being seen or looked up to as a Vishwaguru, India at the world stage as a Republic Day Grand Parade. Would you agree is cut above the rest in many, many ways, since you have travelled almost every nook and corner of the world?
Absolutely, there is no comparison. There has been no such parade anywhere in the world where our military, our cultural heritage and the diversity that India has been showcased in such an elaborate and with precision.
That West is turning to us in a big way as a leader of world in the cultural and spiritual domain. Indian Republic has arrived on global stage under Prime Minister Modi?
Absolutely, absolutely. The progress the country has made in the past decade is unimaginable. It has really lifted the image of India. It has brought so much comfort and hope to the people here.
Your message to the viewers of DD India, especially those or our international viewers, of course the domestic audience is watching you, but the international audience as well.
Come to India and experience its hospitality, the glory, and bask in the radiance and the vibrations of spirituality that this land has been offering from ages.
History was made at Tral Chowk in Pulwama district, Jammu and Kashmir, as the tricolour was unfurled for the first time. The flag was jointly unfurled by an elderly, a youth and a child, symbolizing the unity of generations and their shared commitment to the nation. Over 1,000 people attended the event as patriotic songs echoed across the town. Women power was all evident at the Republic Day parade when the women officers led from the front and participated in many of the contingents. The tri-services contingents apart, the women officers also made a mark of their hard work, dedication and utmost discipline in the marching contingents of Coast Guard, NCC and even a women band contingent.
President of India Draupadi Murmu is also the Supreme Commander of the Defence Forces. As she took the salute, the following contingents had a fair amount of representation of the growing footprints of women power in all the wings of security forces. India's inevitable women power was also too hard to miss during the entire Republic Day march past on the majestic Kartavya Path. Women officers and serving personnel participated in many marching contingents while many were led by them. The women officers showed once again that when it comes to lead from the front, they are second to none. The women officers of the Indian Army, Navy, Coast Guard were at the forefront of leading their respective units in the march past. The CRPF women contingent also grabbed attention as it handsomely marched past the Kartavya Path. The 148-member all-women marching contingent of Central Reserve Police Force was led by Assistant Commandant Aishwarya Joy M. The all-girls marching contingent of NCC girls was led by Senior Under Officer Ekta Kumari of Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh Directorate. The Indian Coast Guard contingent was led by Deputy Commandant Navita Thakran. The Indian Navy and Air Force contingents also featured a women officer in the list of team names leading the contingent. The women officers were also part of prominent march past of other branches of the defence forces, including the missile regiments and Corps of Signals. The women were also prominently visible in many of the tableaus that adorned the magnificent parade. The women officers also led from the front when the daredevil motorcycle contingents made a spectacular march past. Bureau Report, DD India.
On the momentous occasion of 76th Republic Day, scuba divers from Dwarka in the Indian state of Gujarat paid a remarkable tribute to the nation by unfurling the tricolour beneath the sea. With unwavering patriotism, they carried the national flag deep underwater, symbolizing the indomitable spirit of India and its unity in every realm, land, air and sea. Take a look. The beating retreat ceremony at the Atari border in Amritsar, Punjab, showcased a display of patriotic fervour and military precision on the eve of India's 76th Republic Day. The iconic ceremony, known for its synchronized drills, drew a large crowd of spectators from both sides of the border. The vibrant atmosphere was heightened by spirited cheers, patriotic slogans and a deep sense of national pride as attendees celebrated the Republic Day ceremony. Once again, a very happy Republic Day to all our viewers. That's it in this special broadcast. News and updates will continue on DD India. Stay tuned. Namaskar.